so?
General jurisdiction 12.
Okay.
It's not a law court complex.
Complex.
Yes.
Intina judge otne dwemi hwan.
Mekadi di na maboni di natural. Yeah, but it's now second floor of the High Court.
Okay.
Case omotina so case involve Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa and Reverend Kusi Boateng. I say my Reverend Kusi Boateng actually they court in court no. I say obekaya embrebia enche bia na Sir Okudzeto Ablakwa started some series of publications be relative to Reverend Kusi Boateng having multiple identities according to him. Or see a sign friend Kwabne do JMF and nothing. So or see we who document but could be a date of birth near different and now later we can't turn in same name baby and Reverend Kusi Boateng the court in court or say and Kebeyanka court no unrestraining Mr. Okudzeto Ablakwa pending the determination of the substantive defamation case of filing. Until we know that there was a 10-day injunction that was granted. Then time attempted some more serving with court processes no.
Yes, on the defamation
case no. You know this video went viral. And now all kick it court processes no. Until they proceeded to cite him for contempt. As well.
Okay.
And then on contempt aspects no. And now also court no to meet na.
Beba into video way no. And more mutie or Facebook and as a mutie or radio so in some Joseph Kenya no video no I ready a chegu or share or Facebook live or share YouTube live na Joseph mo share nkokon kwe hwan mo
according to omo leaders ni bi on metwetwe nkomo or say Omufi a North Town traditional area ho.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Now,
yes, now
I think a couple of days ago they actually issued a statement.
Yeah. They did a press conference. And the NRA edition of the Daily Graphic captured that story.
Yeah. And to almost say in line with that statement, we issue, they take the view that this member of parliament or your member of parliament, Omujini Diye Pa, no muchra. The omoto abama ne so nkoye of parliament ne ho eno ho adwuma na odia ase bibi ya ba ebetumi ha ne kakra nti eno nti no se bibi se ekos wan tempa no
solidarity
so betumi beginem no mo
betumi you move not on by dressed in red
be mo se na eja traditionalist dey mo dress na dey mo nine da form chalote omo hye bi but omo be pie mo ha mo kira on support branch no share white ni say the nine da form
the nine da form white no that's a traditional leader in the and did they say every time the court was sit on any of the applications on beba
almost as far as the interaction we had no much so munyanti yes court betina sa asem yesu dia on ba be pio
on beba abetanichi my yenka tie for say in this matter no there are about 3 or 4 different applications. Number 1, Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa Nkasa filed a petition to Shraj. Lawyers for Reverend Kusi Boateng responded to that petition. Shraj entna so as we speak. And here the conflict of interest aspect. Good. And subsequent to that, Kusi Boateng share the lawyers. Send the lawyers and file a defamation suit in court. In that defamation suit has been filed. And no more 7 or premises of Metro TV a coffin same way in buy. And based on some na isi and almost file a contempt application. And mind you, so apart from Ninian, there's also a privacy application before the High Court, if you recall. An application invoking the jurisdiction of the High Court for the enforcement of the fundamental human rights under Article 33 of the 1992 Constitution. And Reverend Kusi Boateng kasa court no enhye omon stop it
from sharing
further information any other it and also another application e work court na nima yenya enka ho mind you say based on that application no and almost nya 10-day interim injunction yes into those are the different applications before the court and the course no the contempt charge and nam the see Metro TV premises no Kusi Boateng and the lawyers a file no omoko na so ene the omoko court the day in the sea
enti omoko PM court no lawyers are omogire mu ma member of parliament no omo normal file a response to the contempt application even though say the MP had not been served personally with the court processes no omocha they saw a copy of the contempt process on social media and they decided to respond to that.
I know Honorable Okudzeto lawyers in the
lawyers sorry or there some catch court no nti hono na year Bobby Banson na ojide mu ma Reverend Kusi Boateng okache court ne say contempt there and brand name that requires over 70 pound personally.
Yes.
And I think so nipa no akoye mbrahye bedwani no. Then there home be here say the process never comply with the constitutional process no.
Sure.
So it's not something that you can just serve it anyhow.
Sure.
And even though say waka say yen serving it formally no, it means that he cannot respond to the application for contempt.
Okay.
And so the matter cannot proceed. And the anka court no and journey proceedings no.
Now almost seven
either personally and now say make a request for substitute service. Now court no grant substitute service now then they can effect that as well. And hono Okudzeto Ablakwa member of parliament for North Town lawyers no omone boy bands na nya
okay.
Omo say omaba be PM and they are willing to waive his right to personal service. So the court should go ahead and let them move.
Okay, Jomono a proposal he said they would want to waive his right to personal service.
Because
how about the constitutional injunction? No?
So that was the point that Bobby Banson advanced, which eventually the court agreed with it.
In the court, then Bobby Banson
you cannot waive a constitutional provision. And so the applicant should take steps to serve the contempt application either personally or seek leave of the court to do the substituted service. And after court processes proceedings Fifi Kwete to be PMO General Secretary of the NDC.
Yeah, General Secretary.
Deputy Minority Leader.
Okay.
Amakofi Boa. Also MP.
Sure, Elembele.
Over PMO. Now omuno asemo especially MP for Elembele asemo can say.
Yes.
As far as they are concerned, Reverend Kusi Boateng and the lawyers for no more than if you want some
application.
Because of what when I will say MP no we di boni bi enten into court na so.
Sure.
After MP ne back court, Reverend is one back court so.
Okay.
It's no more point number 1.
Okay.
So once I am back court no create no crampo no. Na afin so no. The omba be ye ne say wa ya baso ye say wa dey back court no kan wasema wo say ye nya adjournment. It almost say omo dey ye say omo dwane
from application.
But the explanation from the side of Reverend Kusi Boateng legal team no is that it's just because the constitutional requirement, because of the potential of whatever conclusion the court comes to
can be
quashed by a higher court. And so they believe that it is important that whatever step is taken at this stage is in conformity with the basic rules, so that a conclusion be adia like will not be any
higher court in
because
especially say constitution offers to 7 members of parliament, you have to go strictly by that because the procedure is as important as the substantive law itself. And me feel that that's why Reverend Su team make that particular application, and fortunately for them the court in your are doing it is and the court now Johnny indefinitely,
yes, because of the fact that they have 2 options. Either the service is still done, because from what we understand from them, an attempt to, even this particular person, an attempt was made to serve him, but they were not successful at doing that. And so that's how come they said that they are surprised that they had showed up because they've not even served them. But they not only showed up, they had actually found a response based on what they said they had seen on social media as a response to what had been filed. And court decided say why joining indefinitely, especially because they have 2 options of either opting to try and serve him still or going for the substitute service. Unless those 2, one of those things are complied with now, it will be difficult for the court to fix a date. So once that is done, then a date.
Now the constitutional injunction on serving him, that is where you go through the Speaker of Parliament, right?
Yeah, that is one avenue. Or the other option, Obekaya, Asen North.
Yes.
James Jachikwesin. You know, it dragged for a while at the Supreme Court because of this issue of service. Because they had tried to do the service through the parliamentary process, they were not successful. They had even gone to his residence in the area, they were not successful. Then eventually they had to do the substitute service in the papers before eventually the matter came. But in this particular instance, a bit of the difference that we are seeing here is the fact that the individual we were about court, just that the court took the view that the issue should be continued appropriately in terms of the constitutional injunction. And in this particular instance, the court took the view that Sadia Enko comply now.
Among 7 or rightly enough, Omumra on the substantive contempt issue. And on the other way, not just say until some maybe contempt, the substantive defamation suit need omuntimi nkoso sisia on.
As far as we know, but earlier on, you see, even with the dates in the crampon, because the initial understanding that we got, there was supposed to be a hearing tomorrow. So even when we got wind of this particular development, we were even a bit confused as to which of the process will be dealt with today.
Okay.
And so that is another aspect that we would have to cross check and see what becomes of that. But we know that a particular case then they give you rise to this particular one, because in an attempt to serve that normal chair. They were or conducting who responding to a bailiff, some of us on they took the view that amounts to a disrespect of the court, and so the court should punish him for contempt.
Okay, and that's basically where we are. And as a recap, no, and from the Joseph any channel, not just the contempt application. Mind you, say contempt we know every time Omokwako serve Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa the premises of Metro TV with the defamation suit no BBSC video no echo viral said ye mu nyina mu hu ye no eno nam so ma Reverend Kusi Boateng share the lawyer say omo incite Honorable Okudzeto for contempt ndi omo file sa contempt application no hu hearing e ba so no but Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa chiremu a enya de omo serving with the contempt application but ohun on social media and an lawyers or man lawyers a respond but Kusi Boateng a lawyers ka said dabi we a member of parliament emrano chere ekwan ye wose ye fa so e serve we say en serve we dey court ni ntu nheda na ye me serve ye serve wi a na nyina ya sen aba court na ya ba betna ensem ne so but Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa na chidifo bi e ba ye including minority deputy minority leader ne general secretary of the NDC omo no kase dabi we dey as software ankasa as on no the assembly ba court but science through Okudzeto Ablakwa ba court why ready so be in 7 na after modern nan baby that's where we are but yenhwe how anioma abc akọ apart from this no is there any other major
no for another this was the main issue any echo DHR and echo PMU
Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajiman ba court
or Baby PMB and Roxanne Nelson da Fiamma
yes
omo show Facebook
to be quite wow
wait you know Roxanne
the
right
for its
side yeah
and not just akukudamfo ko
PMU and eja powder you
na powder na
omo tugu Okudzeto Ablakwa so
tama Okudzeto no mutu powder go ne so no
tugu ne so asem ne point
so omo so wedi nkunimu and for any day
on no crampo no tama na me live or join no mu bisa me say ade ya ka say we na odi kudi na say there you court ne to ashe down court ne bana eja
that's interesting
if I from on say court on inside has say na so go inside
yes
and don't want to start if you no
oh okay
and the way your mom money the inside e ba no inside there but revo do say na moto
oh no nyuma omo de ba
omo de pie but not outside one so no the traditional ones so no
omo so go animo
omo bon twene ni di asane sante na de omo pie ba ni de na fe de cars going to be cry nkokra na police for so ba be pie mu ye pa
oh okay okay
ba be pie mu ye pa
security was tight
very tight I mean it appears they may have picked intelligence that there was going to be this gathering because right from the entrance of the law court's premises across the road there were policemen there all the way to the entrance then into the courtroom itself police for no mu goye pana courtroom was say no aboma brutal
wow
me say we room ekunya kra like
baby any
so be twin no na onye bi ntina kra onye bi ntina na court aboma pa che say e na dom ya dodo na omom be pie mu no uyi a lawyer for ni film a nini aye nkofo a mo ba se
mo beta Okudzeto
Ablakwa echi because omo de mo gidi se edwuma na oye na ansem o kan de ensem omani eje na omo ne ya adwe no mo gidi se ye anyema bi a enkoyi a o da ne dia mpese omo kana ne chef no to mean count but you say Reverend Kusi Boateng inside they don't agree with that narrative and they believe that what the member of parliament has done on social media amounts to defaming his character into also court to me and as soon as somebody the nyamba so
defamation suit the crowd here nyamba and we are contempt ne dia no enti would see of course say contempt we criminal contempt into and only more of a a criminal matter, I suppose, and the defamation is civil. Inti yabeshe hawa ebesi akoba. That's where we are with this particular issue. Joseph wa as and when a court in betans or beba na fe or the details no edi Joseph that's papa. Joseph Akable a court correspondent and I'm telling Kano Kusi saying higher sempa 94